I'm making this quick video to show the difference between a vintage HP calculator like the 48GX compared to the Prime when it comes to base conversion and manipulations on numbers with different bases. So let's take a look at this calculator first, turning it on. We would go to the math section here, and in the math section we see something here called base, which corresponds to this key here. So we type that, and then we've got our hex, decimal, octal, binary, and it's really quite straightforward to do. So let's do hex FE. Now to do that, it's not really that difficult at all. We want to type in FE, but in order to type it in, we need this symbol here first. So to get that symbol, see, there it is appearing there, and then FE. So we get F, E, and then we enter that on the stack. It's in RPN mode here, and there's our FE. So let's manipulate this with a binary number. So how do we do that? Well, we just switch to binary very easily there, which switches our hex number to binary, and we're going to enter a number in binary now. And to do that it's the same as before. We just do this to get our little symbol there, and then we type in the number in binary that we want, which in this case is going to be 11101, and then we enter that. Okay, and to easily view this is just so drop dead easy, which I cannot figure out how to do on the Prime, and that's the purpose of making this video, to show just how easy it is on this legacy calculator, which is true for the 28S, the 50G, and so on. You can just tap here and boom, all of your numbers are converted to hex, or boom, all of them are converted to decimal on the fly. Octal, boom, there it is. Binary, boom, there it is. So easy, so fast. Okay, so that is really the point here. But let's do some manipulations on these numbers. So what kind of manipulations? Well, we're going to do a logical manipulation. And in this particular case, let's do an XOR. So how do we do that? It's very easy. You just tap XOR and boom, there it is. Well, what if I want to see this in hex? Okay, well, then what you need to do is you need to go back up and then hex. And there's your answer in hex. Oh, but you want to see it in decimal. Okay, well, there it is in decimal. Oh, but I want to see it in binary. Okay, there it is in binary. So you see how easy it is to do on the 48GX. I could also show you on the 50G or the 28S, because actually I have those calculators here. But basically what I've shown you is true for this calculator, the 50G, the 28S also. But let's take a look now at the Prime. Can we accomplish this feat this easily? It's not a matter of whether we can accomplish this task or not. Can we accomplish it as easily on the Prime? Some people are saying, well, we anticipate your software program that'll do it. Okay, well, you know, I'm on a lot of beta software testing. You know, I have to sign an NDA, of course, but I beta test a lot of software for some software companies, and these software companies usually don't come along and say, well, hey, if you want to fix it yourself. They usually don't say that. They just say, okay, well, thank you for testing this or finding out what's wrong and letting us know. But anyway, we're going to turn on the Prime here and see if we can figure out how to do it. Now, I'm new to the Prime. I honestly don't know how to do a lot on this, but I do know that there's a lot of functionality that's just not built in. In other words, the functionality that you just saw on the 48GX, right, which is built into the math menu, isn't here. So what I had to do is I had to add a program, and to see that program, we shift and go to program, and we can see I renamed it Convert Base, but it's basically Base CONV, which some online know it. Anyway, that's the program that I had to add using the connectivity kit to the Prime to somewhat accomplish what we just saw on my 48GX. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to use that? Well, we could just run this, but well, that's not very helpful or informative. So what we're going to do here is get out of this and go to home. And again, there's a lot of you prime experts out there who might be saying, well, you know, you need to do this and this and this. And I hope you do, because that's the purpose of this video, so you can assist me in learning the prime better. And specifically, in getting the prime to be as easy to use as this when it comes to the math menu and manipulations on numbers with different bases. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to get some of these user program functions here, and you saw me, I just typed the toolbox there, and we're going to do the convert base. And there it is, base CONV, and we're going to do that, and then it puts it on the I guess I can call it the stack. It's not in RPN mode, but we'll just call it the stack. Puts it there on screen. So now we want to do the same thing as we did before, right? We're going to take FE to start with. So how do we type that in? Okay, so that's a little bit more challenging now, isn't it? So we have to go to Shift and then Base, because we want that little symbol there, right? We want that symbol. So I'm assuming we need to edit, and then we type in alpha, and we're going to do FE, right? I didn't like alpha, but it typed it in. And then we go to OK. Well, okay, we accomplished that. And so what do we want to do next? We want to XOR. Okay, so I need the space. Where is the space? And if we scan everything, I don't see space. Now on my 50G, there it is, space, right? And what about my 48GX? Well, there it is, space. And what about my 28S? Okay, now wow, you might say, wow, for those of you who haven't seen it before, well, it's even easier to figure out. SPACE, it's in the full English, so you can figure it out. Okay, and it's even easier to type in FE because they have all the dedicated keys for it. So I really like the 28S for that reason. Well, folks, again, I'm new to the prime. I have no idea how to enter a space on the prime, because what we want to do is base convert parentheses sharp FE hex, which we had to go through this rigmarole, shift and base to do that. But I need a space and then XOR and then a space again, and then we're going to type our binary number, but I can't even get that far because I don't know how to type a space. Now if I use this, it's not a space, it moves the cursor, so that's not helpful. And what about characters? Okay, well, maybe there's a space character. Maybe that's the space character. Let's try it. What do you know? There it is. Okay, that was a hoop. Had to go to characters to get a space in there. Wow. All right, now XOR. Let's type it in. XOR alpha. See, alpha uppercase. XOR. Alright, it's not a QWERTY keyboard layout, so you gotta, I'm not very fast with this. X, or, well, that didn't work. Oh, that's right, because I didn't type it in twice. Now it's locked in. X, or, and I need another space. Boy, it would be nice to have a dedicated key for space, but we don't. Oh, that's right, I'm still in alpha. Okay, shift there. We've got it selected up there, so we'll just do it. Okay. Okay. So now we want to type in our number. Which binary number is it? Well, we'll just go back over here since I have it saved in memory. 11101. Okay. Oh, this takes so long. 11101. So how do we do that? Oh yeah, we got to go through the rigmarole again. Shift base. And then we gotta figure out how to, I can't remember how to, let's see. Oh, that's right, edit. And then we want to type in 11101. And then we don't want hex, right? We want to change the base. But, well, that's not what we want. Okay, it's changed to binary now. 11101. It says output is going to be that big number. I don't know if that's what we want. You know, I'm totally new to Prime, and I don't even know if this is the best way to edit this or input it, but my goodness, I don't know how to get the sharp. You know, there's no dedicated sharp button, at least on my 50G and on my other calculators. You had the ability to, you've got your two shift keys here, and you can grab the appropriate symbol as needed. Same over here. The sharp is up here, right? You just type in there and boom, you can get the sharp key. So, well, and on the 50G, by the way, it's this one. Okay, but here, the only way I can figure out how to put it in is come through this whole rigmarole. And again, I'm sure there's some people who can instruct me how to do it faster, but anyway, I'll just type it and see what happens. 11101, and then just okay it and see what happens. Yeah, it typed in that silly thing there. Well, foo. We'll just do the trick here. I honestly don't know how to do it. This Prime is driving me insane. 1101. Okay. Finally got it in there. Finally. And we'll just, for good measure, make sure our cursor is on the right side before we enter it. Now we're going to do that base convert. Let's go ahead and do it. And then it asks us the base. I assume this is asking us the base we want for our final answer. So, well, let's say decimal. Size, yeah, system. All right. XOR is 227. So let's go over here. And next, logic, XOR, base, decimal. There it is. So 227. So it's the same. Yeah, but what if I want to display this number in binary? Well, in the 50G, binary. There it is. And here, the easy way to do it in one button push. I don't see a one button push way. I guess I'd have to use base convert again. Right? That's the only way I can see how to do it. Convert base. Okay. Double tap it to copy it. Oh! Never jumps in there. Get in there, you stupid. No. Enter. Base convert to binary. One 1110001. Okay. Well, so now you see the difference here between the Prime, 50G, 48GX. In terms of simplicity, it's not a matter of whether it can do it or not. It's not a matter of whether the Prime can do some kind of function or not, some type of manipulation or not. It's not a question of that. It's a question of easiness. All right. This is so freaking easy. Right? I had to use the word freaking because I don't know what other adjective would really be appropriate here. It's just freaking easy. Switch it to hex. Boom. There it is. Decimal, octal, binary. It's just fast. And I don't have to invoke base convert, which is, by the way, a program I had to add. Okay. So, What I'm asking you prime experts and you program authors out there, and please don't jab me with, well, if you can do it better, write your own software. No, 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 no. I'm just talking, being new to the prime, and having, calculators like this that I'm familiar with, and having the ease of use of doing these manipulations. I'm naturally curious since I bought this. Can it be done just as easily? Not can it be done. Can it be done just as easily on the prime? If so, how? The only way I could figure out how to do it at all was to download this program, BaseConvert. And even then, you saw how long it took me. Now, yeah, if I do it 10 times, I could probably be faster, but as fast as this? No. So how can I be as fast as this on the prime? That's the question. That's the question. And my whole intent in creating this video is not to dock the prime, is not to knock the prime, is not to be negative about the prime, is to say, look folks, how can we do it? Just as easily. Not how can we do it, but just as easily. How can we get this level of simplicity? Boom, I want to see my hex. Oh, no, I want to see decimal. Boom, there it is. I didn't have to invoke something with parentheses. I didn't have to, do multiple keys at once and all that, which is what you have to do here to invoke BaseConvert. It's so easy, just one button push. Right? Now, if you want to manipulate, then yeah, you're going to have to hit next, and then figure out what you want to manipulate, and it's going to be a logic, right, which you did XOR. But that's not too difficult, is it? So, please educate me on the prime. If there's a faster way to insert a space, please show me how. I'm sure there's some kind of trick to do it. But even then, even if I knew a fast trick to insert the space, how can you speed up the process? How can you speed up the process to be as fast as what you see here on the 50G or what you saw here on the 48GX? Can someone show me that here on the prime? Thank you.